the problem we are facing in Africa, trust me, I think the creator economy worldwide is over 200 billion, while Africa has like a little bit of market. When you're comparing various regions, I think creators in Africa are going to be more than creators in Western region. Yeah, trust me, especially Nigeria, like almost all the graduates in Nigeria want
to be a content creator.
I'm talking about entrepreneurship. Right. Seriously, I was literally a freelancer. I've not worked in any company before. Immediately I left university, I started freelancing.
In which capacity?
Fiverr.
You were freelancing, and you've told me before we started that you don't have any experience with podcasting or content creation per se. So how exactly did the idea of Vendblue come to be? Hello and welcome to the Made in Africa podcast. I'm your host, Kemeshi Samuel. And in the studio here with us today, we have Wale Oyegunle. Wale is co-founder and CEO of Vendblue. Thank you, Wale, for taking out the time to speak with us today.
Thanks.
Amazing. Let's get into it then. First question is, did you grow up in an entrepreneurial background? So I asked this question because we want to see if there's a pattern, right? So, you know, entrepreneurs often have similar traits and qualities that define their being as a person. Some are usually very curious. Some are problem solvers, go-getters, all those kind of things. And very often, many grew up in environments that sort of shaped their mind into building something of their own. So did you think you grew up in an entrepreneurial background or family, rather?
Well, to be sincere, I think the only person that has that trace of entrepreneurship is my mom.
Okay.
And though it was like a short span, I mean, she started a bread company.
Okay.
I think when she was like 22 or so.
Oh wow.
Around that age, so I guess she kind of like lost the flair of the whole business when I think someone duped her or something.
So that's sad.
and I think a couple of years. I think she started a shop and but now she's retired though.
Okay.
So in my family roots, I would say it's only my mom that has that entrepreneurial spirit. My dad was like purely working class.
Okay.
My sister is like 100% working class.
So you're the odd one out now.
I'm just like the black person.
Amazing. Amazing. So now tell us a bit of your early childhood, early education, university, and maybe even previous work experience before Vendblue.
Yeah, seriously, if I say this, people are always like, this is like a very weird answer.
By all means.
So I grew up with a Muslim and a Christian home.
Oh.
Where my mom was like, which is the Christian family, where my dad is a Muslim.
Interesting dynamic.
So as we were going to church, at the same time we were going to work. So
two-factor authentication.
So and okay, let me just start my secondary school. Sorry, so I went to the CNS college.
Okay.
That's for my S100. for my GSS to GS2. So why my SS was a Saturday.
Okay.
So you see that Muslim and Christian stuff.
I see.
So I'm talking about entrepreneurship.
Right.
Talking about the
early childhood.
And I'm like third born.
Okay.
4 siblings. Second boy.
Yeah.
Second to the last child. So that's how it's like.
Amazing. Now, throughout your secondary school period, was there a distinct profession that you saw yourself being in? You know, we fantasize about different professions when we're younger.
Yeah.
For myself, there was a time I wanted to become a pilot, and there was another time I wanted to become an archaeologist, right? Okay. And all of those things changed as I grew and began to learn more about the world. Was it the same for you?
Well, to be sincere, I think during my GSS, I've kind of like loved them medicine.
Okay.
Kind of love medicine, but they're just kind of like flare within my brain. They were like, I don't think Wale will go to science class.
Yes.
You know, fathers now, they're always like, I don't think Wale will go to science class. I'm seeing Wale becoming an accountant. Seeing Wale becoming an accountant. Well, I mean, when I was in GS3, when I was writing like junior YCAM stuff, so I just had bad thing back in my brain. Okay, let me just go for accounting. Let's go for accounting. Let's go for accounting.
I see.
But obviously I went to commercial class
Right.
and I was kind of like writing for accounting or to be an accountant.
Yeah.
But on the long run, I kind of like didn't really like it like that. You know, so you see, it's almost the same thing as like entrepreneurship too.
Yes.
I kind of like not really. I'll see myself doing probably like working in an oil company or maybe doing something that is not really related to accounting. But funny enough, I wrote JAM.
Yeah.
And I was given a course that was very weird.
Okay.
I was giving local government administration. So
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You don't have to laugh.
This is the first time in my life hearing of this course.
So I mean,
whoa. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not your my dad. My dad is a very supportive person.
Okay.
I mean, right from my work and my jam, he was like, "Oh, Wale, don't worry, you're going to study accounting." But when he saw that course, local government, it was like, he said, "Hey, don't worry, next year you write jam."
Okay.
But in the long run, like when I went to Ife my first year, I kind of like just lost the flair of accounting. Why did I want to do accounting?
Yeah.
I mean,
this is my dad's dream, not mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
At the same time, he was even trying to tell me that, okay, you can, do ICANN and stuff like that. But in the long run, I just ignored everything.
Yeah.
And then the entrepreneurial part came in a very.
Did you have any work experience before Vendblue?
Seriously, like I was literally a freelancer. Like I've not worked in any company before.
Amazing.
I've not worked in any company. Like I immediately I left university, I started freelancing.
Okay.
Started freelancing.
In which capacity?
Fiverr. I mean this work.
Oh,
Fiverr. Literally, like it was like my full-time work.
Are you kidding me?
But it was COVID that just gave me that knock on the head.
I never made Fiverr work, so I'm actually jealous. I never made Fiverr work for myself. Wow. Okay. So now you were freelancing, and you've told me before we started that you don't have any experience with podcasting or content creation per se.
Yeah.
So how exactly did the idea of Vendblue come to be? Because I'm trying to reconcile you and Vendblue, and I can't find like that perfect middle ground.
Yeah, like seriously, people always ask me this question, but well, I'll say why I started Vendblue.
Yeah,
it's kind of like my personal experience. Okay. So right from when I left university, 2027, is it 2017 or so? Yeah. Forgotten. Man. So this was a long time. So so I remember when I was kind of like doing research about Fiverr, like trying to get the best gig and so. But I could recall vividly when people were always like saying, "Oh, I mean, trust me, this you can learn web design without paying for a course."
Right.
So I mean, I literally learned almost all those things for free online. So I'm like, how come all these guys getting paid?
Exactly.
But I knew there was like a monetization
aspect,
around that part, but I kind of like just ignored it. Yeah. So it was 2020 when, like I said, when COVID hit, when I became like from 5,000 to 0. So I mean, I kind of like, so then I wanted to like be a content creator. So I was trying to like, I'm this kind of like shy person. I don't like showing my face. So I was like, okay, let me just start with, just faceless stuff.
Yeah.
And trust me, for 2 months I was doing it, but there was no money.
Okay.
So I started researching, I mean, how can these people make money? Like, what's up? So that's when I kind of like knew that, okay, it's not just only you creating, it's not just YouTube podcast or some other thing. There are various ways. In fact, I can say that we have like over 10 ways of making money as a content creator.
Wow.
Don't worry, after I show out.
Yeah, please. I'm down for it 100%. Yeah.
So I mean, I was like, wow, like literally these guys can be a millionaire. So, but that was like what brought the idea of Vendblue.
Yeah.
And
so what were the first steps you took to bringing this idea to life? And how did you come about the name Vendblue?
The name Vendblue, funny enough, it was my co-founder. We're kind of like the original what names.
Yeah.
So I think we brought like 10 names. I brought 5. We brought 5. Yeah. So I brought one name. Is it Blue Cell or so?
Okay.
So it was like Chooks now. It's like, he's an evil man. Evil guys are always, evil guys are like kind of like, no, this is not good.
It's not going to work.
It's not going to work. So blue cell, but me personally, I kind of like that blue cell. So I registered it online.
Yeah.
And so I think domain was bluecell.co. It was like, Wale, this name, this bluecell.co, we can't use .co. It should be .com.
Yeah.
Should So it was like, do you know what? Let me bring my own 5. And when it brought to own 5, I was impressed. So it was that Vendblue that was sparking me. I was like, it's Vendblue. Okay, I think this name is a cool name.
Tell us about how you met your co-founder.
Yeah. Funny enough, it was Fiverr that I think I was the person that introduced me to Fiverr.
Really?
Yeah, so then like I said earlier, I was I just finished from Ife then. So he just finished from secondary school.
Okay.
And we met in the cafeteria. So I saw one young boy, like 17, 18, coding in one place. I'm like, is this one? So I'm like, what's this boy do? Like, what's this guy doing? So I was like, so what are you doing? He said he's building something for one clients in America. I'm like, clients in America, is it Fiverr? And I said, what's Fiverr? I told him, don't you know Fiverr? Can you make money through Fiverr? He was like, And funny enough, I think he started Fiverr like a year after I did, and he actually made more money than me.
Wow!
And funny enough, that's something, but he made money. He made crazy money on Fiverr because what he was doing was kind of like on a very like high demand. Like I was doing programming. While me, I was doing design and a little bit of video editing. Yeah. So it was literally like making crazy money. I'm talking about 2020, 2019, 2018, making 1,005 in the project. Why me? I was busy making 200.
Oh wow!
But I mean, make
crazy disparity.
So I've known him for like 7 years now, and we have literally been brothers.
Amazing. Now you came up with the idea for Vendblue.
Yes.
How were you able to convince him to come work on the project with you?
Because I'm a salesperson.
I know. Yeah, that is like the best skill a founder can actually have. Sales. Yeah, but please share that story with us.
So it's just like what I said earlier. I've explained how the idea of Vendblue came about. But so how I convinced him, I presented it to him in a very professional way. Trust me, I didn't call him out. At first, I told him, I was like, Chooks, I have this idea. What do you think? I was like, I think it was coding then. I was like, okay. So I wrote a very good plan. I told him, I'm going to make some money. I presented it for him and it was like, going to get back to me. Next time, I just saw a message, I'm ready.
Oh, wow.
Like, let's get started with this thing.
Fantastic. What has it been like? Give us timeline. So at the time he agreed, that was I'm assuming late 2020.
No, not late 2020.
Okay,
that's 2022.
Okay, 2022.
I mean, I'd kind of like add the idea to make monetization easy for creators. Okay. But like when we started Vendblue, like when the idea started was 2022.
Fantastic. Between then and now, what are some of the challenges you guys have noticed as the helm, right? Being at the helm of building this product and solving this problem, both internally and externally. Internally, what are challenges that you guys are facing as a dynamic, right? Both between you and your co-founder and also the team, and then external factors as well.
I'm not sure to say this, but I'll say time is like one of the biggest. I mean, trust me, I don't really say we wasted some time, but I would say at the first stage, then when we started Vendblue, it was not like a full-time work. We're still doing our freelance stuff. I mean, but we spent like not 2 years building, but before we started seeing traction, it spent 2 years. So it was more or less like something that we just ignored. We kind of like ignored it for a while, and we're not really. If it was now, I know what I would have used. But then I think our first MVP, we had the idea late, I think towards September, October 2022. Then the first MVP, it was like 6 months later. All right. So, and then version 1 was like last 2 years, yes. Sorry, last year. So, I mean, the beginning of Vendblue, we were not really serious. It was only when someone called me. It was like, Wale, I am about to upload the product on your platform. I'm about to sell it to people. And I was had to call Chooks. Wow. What's up? So what about to do?
Please, we've gotten our first customer. And that was your first customer?
Paying customer, yes.
Okay, first.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Paying customer. But we had like people from kind of like my ecosystem signing
Right.
up. But the approach that I used to get customers was SEO.
Okay.
Because I'm more of like this marketing. Like,
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
used SEO and during the first year we had like second year.
Yeah.
2020, 2024 we had like over 500 users. Just with SEO.
That's fantastic. Yeah. That is fantastic. I like Vendblue, like as a creator, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
I love the product. You had mentioned that during your research, you were finding how content creators can monetize outside of just streams, right?
Yeah.
That they get from
Besides
people
YouTube,
watching exactly and stuff. Now, Vendblue, we've been talking about Vendblue and what it does per concept. But I want you to state explicitly what Vendblue is about and the problem that Vendblue is solving. Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically Vendblue is an all-in-one solution for creators.
Right.
To earn a living. That is through content monetization. So the problem we are facing in Africa, trust me, I think the creator economy worldwide is over 200 billion. While Africa has like a little bit of the market. And trust me, when you're talking about regional, when you're comparing various regions, I think the creators in Africa are going to be more than creators in Western region.
Really? I mean, we have the numbers.
Yeah, trust me, especially Nigeria. Like, literally, almost all the graduates in Nigeria want
to be a content creator.
Let's be content creator. I'm always like,
Yes.
like, what is it? So there's high tendency of content creator being like the major source of
income for most young people. How do you think, since you're now in this space, how do you think the older generation perceive content creators? Because till date, right? Although that is fast changing, when you tell some people that you're a content creator, they cannot really conceptualize what you're trying to say. They can't make sense of it. What do you mean by you're a content creator? It's difficult if I'm to explain my work as a podcaster now to someone that is a traditional person, or an older person, and I say I'm a podcaster. They'll be like, "What the hell is that? That are you in radio?" I think that's the first place they're going to go to.
Yeah.
Are you a radio presenter? How do you think that perception of the content creative industry, creative economy is changing in terms of appreciation from the older generation?
Well, funny enough, it's not last 2 weeks when I went to my mom's house. I saw my mom creating TikTok content.
Really?
Yeah, for real. So I saw my mom creating, and my mom was telling me that she wants to get this coin. There's a coin. So trust me, like
Yes, they are catching on Avi.
What are we going to call them? Is it Gen
X.
Gen X, right?
Yeah.
I think it's
Gen X, right?
We
The
are
older generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boomers.
No.
We have boomers, we have millennials, and then Gen X
kind
are
of like the millennials.
Yeah.
I'm like the late, like close to Gen Z.
Gen Z, okay.
So I think it's Gen X. So it's the thing about this stuff is that something about this world basically is that as things evolve, we would definitely catch up. So I mean, it's something that, trust me, sometimes when I saw my mom creating content, I'm like, no,
we have gotten here already. We've gotten here already. You had mentioned one of your users from Uganda.
Yeah.
And you were like
nice
talking
guy.
about how excited you are about him partnering with Vendblue. At what stage did you begin to understand how far Vendblue was going in terms of its reach?
Yes, trust me, I kind of like knew that people were using Vendblue. I mean, I was tracking them.
Right.
But the thing that really made surprised about Vendblue was when someone from Brazil was trying to tell me I want to sign up.
Wow.
I want to sign up for Vendblue, but can't sign up. Like, are we not accepting Brazil? Like, what's up? I'm like, why because you don't do something?
What's happening to these people here?
And I'm like, apart from that, people in various countries, like South Sudan, someone in South Sudan, like I actually got the email.
Right.
I'm like, the person was like, okay, yeah, it's Sudan. I think that's Sudan or South Sudan, one of the Sudan. Yeah. But I'm like, I had to tell Chooks. So I probably don't they get
Don't they go for, and all of this, sorry if I'm asking, is this organic? You guys have not.
Yeah, yes. Trust me, we've done a little bit of Facebook ads.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you that most of the ways that we used to get customers, I mean, it's through organic means, through SEO.
I think you're going to have to put me through. That's your SEO masterpiece, please. After the show, definitely.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the dynamics of your working relationship with your co-founder. You had mentioned that right after the university, you did not have any structured experience working for a business or a company. What has it been like now as you being at the helm of this company, leading a team? How have you found that dynamic compared to the years that you've been working freelance?
Yeah, it's very different. Trust me. I mean, it's more or less like something that you have not done before.
Right.
I mean, I think there was a time I wished that I had like someone that has experience with business management that is kind of like guiding us. But trust me, almost all these things I'm kind of like learning it.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to like watch videos on how to structure companies and everything. But it's been a very good experience. But and there's something I always say every time, like you keep on learning every day. Trust me, you can't compare Zuckerberg of then to Zuckerberg of now.
Very true.
I mean, so
very true.
It's a learning process.
Amazing. What has it been like having or managing disputes and disagreements with your co-founder?
Yeah. Funny enough, he's I'm looking for a particular word to use.
Yeah.
Like Chooks, I always call him Chooks.
Yeah.
He's a very nice guy. I mean, he's always giving me the respect that, okay, Wale, you're the CEO.
Yes.
At times, I think there was a time we kind of like, we are trying to like agree on a particular thing to do in the business.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, Chooks, I'm going to use vector power.
Yes.
This thing, I'm going to, but he's always like, anything you say, Wale, no, Wale. But please, so if anything happens in the future, it's your fault.
It's your fault.
So at the same time, I'm always like, okay, Chooks, what should we do?
I love that. I love that. I think that's a very healthy relationship. Vendblue is helping creators make money. How are you guys making money as a company?
I mean, we have majorly we have like two ways of how generating money from creators. That's firstly is through is a commission based business where we charge 5% of the total revenue generated from the creators. Why secondly is a monthly there's a monthly subscription plan for premium users.
Do you think you are and please don't be offended for me asking this. Do you think you are a direct competitor to social media platforms? Or do you see yourself, I don't know how to put this question. Yeah, let me just leave it as a competitor. Like, do you think Vendblue is a competitor in that sense?
No.
Okay.
This is what I feel. There's a room for collaboration.
Right.
In fact, there's something I always tell people. Have you heard of this story of the honey badger and the coyote?
No.
So there are two different animals, right? The coyote is the animal that looks like
wolf. Yeah.
Why coyote is like, is it the rattle or something? Yeah. So funny enough, you can't believe those animals, as they are extinct, they kind of like anytime they want to hunt, they collaborate instinctively.
Really?
So I'm always telling people that I don't see anybody as competitors. So I see people as partners.
Yeah.
I mean, what can you bring to the table? What can I bring to the table?
I love that.
So I don't see social media as direct, in fact, as competitors. I literally see them as partners. I mean, you guys have your own audience.
Yeah.
This is what we are trying to do. How can we make money?
Right.
How can the two parties make money? So
that's fantastic. This so how do I phrase this particular question now? We have, and you guys are a very forward-thinking company, obviously, in that you're working with content creators. And content creators are they call them free spirits, right?
Yeah.
And you know, brands that manage talents, sometimes
they give them a headache because you can't force
creativity, it can be forced, right? But for the most part, people leave creators to be creative, right? That is, when the idea comes, it comes. Although there are ways you can structure yourself so that you get those ideas to come faster and consistently. Now, being that you work with a lot of creators, how has that impacted the way you productivity in your company and the way you demand consistency from your employees rather?
Okay, so I when you're talking about work with, so it's not that we work like
Directly with
like they're
Yes.
always with us, and no,
Yeah.
so it's a software. It's just like you saying Zuckerberg is working with us.
Yes.
I mean, so it's a technology company, right?
Yeah.
So it's something there. If they actually want to do anything,
Yeah.
like if they want to create content,
Right.
they can create their own content. But
Okay.
we are just basically telling them that, okay, this is how the monetization works, and we are giving you a platform.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's any form of collaboration, we are
Yes.
open for it. But it's not that we are like their agents
or talent management
or all the stuff.
company kind
No.
of.
So we are not like that. So we are giving them the freedom to do
Right.
anything.
Amazing. Where are you guys at in terms of like raising and scaling? Obviously.
Investment.
Yeah. Obviously, Vendblue has gotten far and wide already.
Yeah.
But when we talk about you trying to establish a presence in other markets outside of Nigeria, right? And maybe like a base. And very often founders turn to outside capital investors,
Yeah.
VCs, to finance that kind of movement. Where are you guys at? Are you talking to any VCs at the moment, or are you at any point in time thinking to start opening up those conversations?
Yeah. So there's a particular metrics we want to get to.
Okay.
Trust me, but there's a saying that you have to seek for money when you don't need money.
Exactly.
There's a saying like
That's
that, but-
very true.
but,
Because they
I
can
mean-
read desperation like hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're just they'll be like, I think this guy is different. Okay,
Let's collect our
bring
money and
his
spend it.
valuation.
Yes. Or and
I
then
only
they
have
give you
100,000
ridiculous
for 20%.
yes, stems. Yeah.
So but it's a particular metrics that we're aiming to
Okay.
to get before we start calling for investment. And trust me, when we're calling for investment, we need to have like
Traction.
yeah. And also we need to have like 6 to 9 months runway.
Exactly.
You know, okay, we can at least if anything
Yes.
happens, we know we can survive. But not now.
Yeah.
Maybe the next couple of months. I mean, but we are focused on we expanding our business and having more revenue.
You know that I love that this point you just made, because recently we have been seeing a shift in many founders not building for VCs anymore like they were doing a couple years back. You know, a few years back, founders will build their product in such a way that it appeals to VCs so that they can raise money, because for them that was being seen as successful. But that there's been a big shift.
Kind of like
yeah,
shifting.
exactly. In that founders are now focusing more, thank you, on bootstrapping their operations and running off of revenue. Now, since we are talking about revenue, what has it been like for Vendblue?
I mean, in terms of revenue, it's pretty okay. I mean, it's not. We don't have much employees. We don't have,
It's a
I mean,
thing.
our marketing channel is literally free to me. so I mean,
Yes.
and though we work remotely,
Right.
the marketing manager, she's currently in Abuja.
Okay.
While the designer is he's within Lagos. Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, we are just 6.
Very lean team.
Yeah,
Amazing.
very
I
lean.
mean,
So
that works. Why hire more than you need just to okay, how do I put this now? You know, venture studios, I don't know how familiar you are with the startup structure, support structure they call venture studios.
Yeah,
I've
you know they're-
kind of like heard of them. Beauty products and
Exactly. So they
they'll
co-build
finance it.
with founders. So their approach is that keep the team
As lean as possible,
as possible.
and ensure that the business is profitable, or at least almost profitable, before you begin to hire wide so that you expand. And I like that you guys are taking that approach as well, and it is working for Vendblue. But moving on, there's many founders struggle to, Many founders struggle to find, how do I put this? Especially when there's a co-founder in the mix, right? To find a co-founder. You, funny enough or interestingly,
Fortunately, you found your co-founder rather easily.
and that dynamic has been working great for you guys. But from your experience, if you were to hire someone or to bring someone in as another co-founder, what are some of the qualities you would be looking for in that person? Outside of just typical skill sets, right? That applies to the business in terms of like personality.
I'm not supposed to say this, but we need to find a person that you need to find a good person.
A good person.
Yeah, trust me. I mean, like you said, apart from skill,
Yes.
you need to find someone that you can trust. Yes, you need to find someone that you can trust, because trust me, there are some guys that you just put them in the business and they just probably take some question and
I hear you.
anyway, so you really need to find someone that you trust.
Right.
Though the first thing I'm checking anybody's excuses.
Their skill sets, yes.
What exactly are you bringing to the company?
Yeah.
But secondly, I try to know if this person is a good person. There are some guys that are very good salesperson. They might pretend to be a nice person, but in the long run, they might just
they don't have your best interest at heart. At the end of the day, they are just after their own benefits.
So you need to get a good person. Get a good person to your team.
How has it been like? You say you have 6 people on the team now. How were you able to convince them to join the Vendblue vision?
Okay, so basically, I'll say we are 6, but we have like 4 main workers.
Okay.
So why the other 2 are more or less like interns.
Okay.
So how I convinced them? Yeah. Funny enough, the marketing manager, she was also lead the social media parts.
Okay.
Yeah, but I kind of knew that. Yeah, she might have social media skills, but I kind of saw her as the female version of me. So I kind of knew this girl is. I mean, she's in terms of marketing projection.
Right.
I mean, she's good. She knows how to. She knows how to make very good analysis.
Yes.
I mean, she's like I said, she's like a female version of me. so I kind of just promoted her. Okay, I think this person is very good at the marketing part of Vendblue. Why the other person is the designer? I mean, he helps us with the design part of Vendblue.
Yes.
So literally, my co-founder, we always deliberate on this, which person that does the work. Remember, I'm telling you that I'm doing more work than he's always like, nah, Wale, you guys don't know what coding is like.
Right.
If you know what coding is like,
Yes.
you know. It's always like, you don't know what coding is like. You know what, if you know, but I'm telling you, bro, I'm working with marketing, working with business admin. There are plenty of other things I'm doing. It's like, nah, Wale.
Customer acquisition. That's the biggest. That's the biggest thing. If money is not coming in, there is no business. Trust me, there's no business.
As we round up now, what have you learned on your journey as a founder that you think other founders should know, and it will possibly help them along their own journey?
Okay, so is in terms of startup ecosystem?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So this is what I would say. Instead of I'm going to put this. Okay, so when we started, there are some mistakes we did. We were thinking of building a product before we market, but I'm telling you that I'm saying this vividly. Yeah. Before you build any product, you need to market that product first. This is the only advice I'll give anybody.
Wow.
Before you build a product, you need to market that product. I mean, there's this customer acquisition pipeline, for startup, customer discovery, customer strategies, customer is it development and so
right,
something like that. But I'll tell you that one of the best things you can do for a startup is to have people that are already raising up their hand before you build a product.
Wow.
It's just like this particular match which we are not done. I mean, trust me, people are always like, Wale, this match.
I'm talking about it.
So I mean, I always tell people that this match is more or less like an MVP on Vendblue. So on the long run, it might even be another product in the future.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what I'm thinking of. Maybe another product in the future, but it's more or less like something that we just tested it and we're people are like, I want to use it, but it's buggy. But I'm like, we know it's buggy. Yeah. Please, do you guys like it?
Yes.
You guys like it, well.
So market your product first, get that validation.
Marketing is the first thing you do. So if you're a single founder, if you're a technical person, that you believe everything's just coding. Try to get someone that is into business and marketing. Let the person be like the front phrase man. So I advise anybody to focus on marketing before you even build a product.
Amazing. I think with that we can bring this session to a close. I love how you've just spoken now about marketing your product first, and something has been getting a lot of attention, that is building in public. They call it building in public, right? So you see many founders on Twitter, they've gotten an idea and they're already talking about it, and they're building a following, kind of like a cult, a community around the product, and they've not even written any code at all.
They've not done any code.
Exactly, they've not done anything. So I think I totally agree with that. Put the idea out first and see if people are ready to pay for this before you commit resources to building. It's been amazing speaking with you, Wale. Thanks for taking the time to come on the show and share your journey with us.
I'm honored.
Amazing.
And you guys have a very nice space, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm your host, Kemichi Samuel. You've been listening to the Made in Africa podcast, and
I'll catch you guys in the next one. Please bear in mind that the studio here, like Wale has commented on, is available for rent.
Just hit us up on social medias. You can look up Jamit and then you'll find us. Send us a message and we're going to answer all the questions that you have. I'll catch you guys in the next one.